One time I called him on 4th of July. I said, hey, my friends are having a party.
Dinner under the stars, breakfast on the beach.
Maybe the beginning of the summer you're having a good time, but by late July you're done.
She'll come indoors in the summertime covered in mosquito bites.
I was just enjoying the beach and there was a baby crying.
I hate the beach.
How about mushrooms? Let's go down the list.
Let's play some ball. Those of you here tonight with your kids at home are doing it right. Yes. You shouldn't be around your kids all the time. That's how you make them weird. Like, you people that do travel sports with your kids all summer are out of your fucking minds. My mom would have never done that shit. My mom would have told me to fuck off, son. Mom, I want to join a baseball team. Sounds great. It's $3,000. Fuck off, son. What are you talking about? Why is a baseball team $3,000? Well, every weekend of the summer, we travel to another town and we play in a tournament that lasts all weekend. Do they fly you to these places? No, ma'am, you get to drive us. Back the fuck up, son. Did you just say I get to? Are you trying to pitch this like it's a reward? So what you're saying to your father and I is that after we both put in 50 hours a week to put a roof over your head, our reward is that we get to fuck off, son. No, that's not happening. Yeah. She was like, I have friends and they were here before you. Don't you want me to make the major? Son, if you're good enough, they'll find you. And I know there's travel sports parents here. I know your butt hurt. I know you're like, Chris, you don't know. You don't know, Chris, you don't know. But I do know. Because you and I stay in the same hotels. Yeah, we do. Every Hilton Garden Inn, every Courtyard and Marriott, I'm there. And you'll never see me. I avoid you at all costs. There is no worse start to a weekend for me than pulling up to a hotel and seeing 9 Toyota Siennas with that white shoe polish riding in the rear windshield. I pull up like fuck Hunter, fuck Tyler, and fuck the Wildcats. Because y'all take over the whole hotel like there's nobody else there. And you deadbolt all your doors open so you can go running in and out of everybody's room. So all fucking night, all I hear is ka-ka-ka-ka, 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 hee-hee-hee, ooh, hee-hee-hee. La, 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 la. And my only solace is that you're fucking miserable. Right? Maybe the beginning of the summer you're having a good time, but by late July you're done. And it's written all over your goddamn face. I can see it as soon as you walk in the lobby. I know that you just drove 7 hours to watch your kid bat .220. This motherfucker ain't gonna make it. Could have gone to the lake. The best is when I come home late at night. Like a night like tonight, I got 2 shows, probably go have a drink afterwards, get back to the hotel about 1 a.m. If there was a travel sports team in my hotel, sure as shit when I walked in the door at 1 a.m., there'd just be a group of dads just sitting in the lobby, just drenched in Under Armour. Right? They all look like they've been to war. They're just holding on to their Michelob Ultra for dear life. They don't even talk. They just sit there quietly because the moms and the kids have finally gone to bed. And for the first time all day, they just listen to no one asking them to do shit. I played Little League. I played, go to a community park, play 7 innings, get a Capri Sun, go the fuck home. Little League.
This kid is a know-it-all too. Like, I don't like it. This kid, Emma, she'll come up to me, like she'll be outside playing, and she'll come indoors in the summertime covered in mosquito bites. And I remember asking Emma, I said, Emma, you are covered in mosquito bites. What happened? And she said, it's because I have O positive blood. Oh, I'm sorry. I believe in treating kids like adults when you speak to them. So I said, oh, I'm so sorry, Emma. Explain to me how that works. So you're telling me you have O positive blood and that attracts mosquitoes? Correct me if I'm wrong, but the mosquito would have to bite you first anyway, right? To find out if they like the blood, right? And find out if it's O positive. What do you think happens, Emma? Does the mosquito go into the forest and tell all the mosquito friends, oh, guess what, guys? O positive buffet over here. And they all come back and they all bite you. Is that how you think it works, Emma? Is that how you think it works? So we Googled it. Turns out she's right.
My wife, she's a beach person, and you can't be a beach person and make me happy. It just isn't possible. She's always so excited to go, and I hate the beach. I come home from a hard day at work, so I go, get to bed. Get to bed early tonight. I need you to get a good night's sleep because we're going to the beach tomorrow to relax. You gotta get in bed immediately. I want you to get a good night's sleep because we're getting up at 4 a.m. so we can relax. Already sounds so relaxing. Thank you. This sounds awesome. I go to lift the cooler in the car. It's 847 pounds. She packed a cooler like we might not make it back home from the beach. Might be stuck there for a while. She's packed the whole family. She's got a case and a half of water. I brought tomatoes. I know you like tomatoes. Tomatoes, and I'm always trying to not be sarcastic. Did you remember the fresh basil? I did! I got garden fresh basil and tomatoes. What else did you pack? Yogurt. Oh, yogurt. Well, it is going to be a party because everybody loves yogurt. Who hasn't laid around on the beach saying, hey, you got a yo play somewhere? You got a yo play in there? I go to the beach in New Jersey. Everybody loves a fresh yogurt. When you're on a Jersey beach, you peel that little aluminum off the top and the wind blows a fresh layer of sand right across your yo play. Sand that's been on a Jersey beach commingling with used tampon applicators. Just what I wanted. A crab-flavored yogurt. Get to the beach late, now there's no parking. Just drop me and the girls off. Just drop us off. Just drop us off and you go to the off-site parking. I gotta drive back to the mainland. 13-mile hike. Don't don't forget the cooler. Bring the cooler. Now I gotta hike 13 miles. She forgot to pack both sneakers. I got one sneaker. Trying to find my way back to the beach. People are giving me money like I'm a homeless man. What do you got in the cooler, homeless boy? Then I get to the beach. I get to the beach like an hour after them, and I'm all covered in sweat, and I'm exhausted, and I just want to complain to somebody. And I walk up, and she's sitting there, and I'm like, "You're not gonna believe." Quiet! Quiet. The girls are sleeping. We came to the beach to sleep under this gigantic sun tent, so no one gets any sun on them. We came here to sleep under a sunshade tent. I'm sitting there going, hey, we were sleeping at 4 o'clock in the morning in a sun tent at home. I'm not a beach person. I don't like the beach. There's so many things that are wrong with the beach. People don't know how to act on the beach. I'll tell you the worst thing, men in flip-flops. Let me tell you something. I am a grown man. I don't want to see another man's feet, ever. Ever. I'll be honest with you. I haven't seen my own feet in 15 years. I remember looking at my feet 15 years ago and thinking, I never need to see that again. These feet are for walking and kicking ass. Men's feet are nasty. We don't do nice things for our feet. I don't take care of my feet. Women, they get pedicures. I don't. To anyone over 35 years old, your toenails are nasty. They're all thick and yellow like pieces of stained glass at the church. I'm trying to have a yo play over here. I don't understand women letting their men wear flip-flops. Such a bizarre thing. You take care of your man, then you go out with a guy wearing flip-flops. Just dangerous behavior. You can't go out with a guy wearing flip-flops. What if a fight breaks out? That man can't defend you. He's gonna get his ass kicked. He'll spend the whole fight squeezing two toes together. You can't focus and squeeze. Try
it. There's one thing I won't tolerate on dates, so I wrote a song. Hit it. This is for you. What's your name, Joey? Joey, crazy. I wake up in the morning and I make some tea. 3 squirts of honey and I let it steep. Then I add coconut milk, but enough about me. I'm here to tell a story about this date I had. Started out peachy, then it got real bad. I guess this story is also about me. His profile was hot. He owned a crock pot. Plus I was pretty sure he wouldn't wanna wear my skin. He showed up on time, that's sexy to me. I love a hard dick and punctuality. He even gave a funny name for the reservation. The drinks went in, conversation flowed out. This is what great dating is all about. There was a pretty good chance that I'd suck his wiener. Then he stood up, I looked at the ground. Red flags up, my boner's down. Are those naked toes in front of me? He was wearing flip-flops on a fucking date! Fucking flip-flops. What? Fucking ducking, sucking, fucking disgusting flip-flops. We ain't near no sand. What don't you understand? The perfect man for me would have no toes. And he'd be all wobbly, you know, because he doesn't have any fucking toes. And I'd be like, come here, come to mama, come here, come here. And he'd be like, oh. Wear closed-toed shoes on dates, you pieces of shit. Thank you.
We took a trip to Hawaii in January. I'd never been, and I was just enjoying the beach, and there was a baby crying. There was a baby crying kind of behind me. It was pretty loud, and I wanted to look. You know, whenever I hear a baby, I always want to look, because my first thought is, I probably know how to cheer this baby up. But I never do. Unless someone was just like this with the baby, and I was like, hey, you shouldn't windmill babies. And even if that was the case, I doubt they'd be like, oh, thank you. So I want to see what's going on with this crying baby because it's really loud, but I also know that it's impossible to look at a mother with a crying baby without your face saying, would you shut that baby up? And I know it's probably stressful for her, so I'm just trying to mind my own business. This baby's crying so loud. And then another woman comes by and talks to the mom, and the mom says, this is the only shade I could find in the beach, and I'm trying to get him cooled off. I think he's overheated. We'll just meet you guys later. And then the second lady leaves, and I'm standing there, and the baby's still crying. And I said standing there, but I was laying. That's not how I enjoy the beach. Boy, what a nice day. I was laying down in a chaise. So I'm laying, and the baby's crying, and it's so loud that I'm kind of curious how big it is. I can't believe how loud. I'm like, this is the biggest baby I've ever seen. The lungs on this baby is so loud. And then I finally look, and the baby is about a half inch away from my ear. That's how it's. The baby's not louder than any baby. The baby is closer to my face than any baby has ever been. I've held babies and they weren't this close to my face before. I couldn't believe the baby was so close to my face. And that's when I realized the shade she was talking about was from my body. I don't have any illusion that I have the sickest beach body of all time. But I didn't think I had a body that you would like rent space out under at the beach. Like, you go to the concierge of the hotel and he says, well, the cabanas are all full, but we do have space next to a 42-year-old passed out on banana daiquiris. Does that sound like something you'd like to do? I felt like I was in a Yo Mama joke and I was Yo Mama.
If you haven't done mushrooms, do mushrooms. Don't worry, you'll be okay. I promise. If you're going to do them, here are my suggestions. Do them outside and do them with people that you trust, okay? People nodding their heads right now, you can ask them questions. The last time I did them was a few years ago. Wasn't even a bad experience. We go camping with some friends, take mushrooms, go down to this river. I spend 40 minutes sitting under a bridge trying to decide if I should tell my friends that I see a rock that looks like Barbra Streisand. After 40 minutes, I decide that that is a good idea. If you've done mushrooms, you know that what you see isn't necessarily what everyone else sees. But I went for it at the time, and I was like, hey, you guys, there's a rock over here that looks like Barbra Streisand. And then being nice people were like, well, let's go check it out. I was like, here you go. They all went, I said, no, but if he was a mouse. She was a mouse, if she was a mouse. Look, I spent the day under a bridge with a legend, so do mushrooms, you guys.
My parents loved me and supported me until Friday night. And then they had plans. And then they would hire someone to love and support me. And that's how it should be. You shouldn't be around your kids all the time. That's how you make them weird. Like, you people that do travel sports with your kids all summer are out of your fucking minds. My mom would have never done that shit. My mom would have told me to fuck off, son. Mom, I want to join a baseball team. Sounds great. It's $3,000. Fuck off, son. What are you talking about? Why is a baseball team $3,000? Well, every weekend we travel to a different town and we play in a tournament that lasts all weekend. Are you on mushrooms? Yeah. I hate to fuck up your buzz, but you got to bring it down just a little bit. You don't have to walk home.
I could.
Okay. We all could, really. It's just, should you, I think is the case. I have a feeling you'd end up in a wheat field just being, am I in Candyland? No, you totally have mushroom vibes because for a long time, you weren't even here. You were doing the Stevie Wonder thing where you're doing this. And then you were saying a lot of things that didn't make any sense to anyone. You're like, I'm with you. I'm right there. Yeah. I know you are. And I know on mushrooms it's hard. And I don't want to fuck with your buzz. I don't want to turn this into Chris Porter and the Mushroom Guy. Up, you all right? You got it. Nope, all right. Nope, we might need some help here. He's good. They'll just put him in back. It's fine. Wow. What if I would have come out like that? Right? What if... Fucking... And for so long, I wanted him to have a good time. I knew he was having a good time, but he was laughing at just sentences. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I don't have time for this. I was literally like, and then Dave said, he's like, fucking right? Fucking Dave. Fucking... I would have loved to have seen the reviews of that special. I didn't want to make him mad because fucking mushrooms and anger are equally terrifying. There's like, It's a great plan. Let's go to a comedy show on mushrooms. But you gotta bring the dose down a little bit because otherwise, that guy was like, no, I'm eating the whole eighth. I'm just doing it. I'm 300 pounds. I hope he doesn't walk home. That's going to be tough. That's going to be a tough walk. That's going to be a real tough walk for him. Are they friends of him? Is she a nurse? I feel like I'm losing audience members at this point. They're like, fuck him. That guy was just tripping his balls off, trying to have a good time. And this guy's all high and mighty because he's being recorded. She's not even does she know him? No, she's just like, I gotta go check on him. I was at Burning Man. I know how this goes. Fucking. Oh, we got new people coming up. Come on up. Just come on in. Fill the seats. Are you on any hallucinogens of any kind? Just don't drink that beer. Whatever you do, don't drink that beer. He's like, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take this. Only in Portland, right? Only in Portland. This is the 5th special I've ever taped, and this was the first one where we're like, hey, we gotta get the mushroom guy out of here. And as soon as we've all been there, right? You're like, oh, fuck, it's kicking in, son of a bitch. Yeah. Start the music. Swear to God, if Fish doesn't start soon, I'm gonna freak out. Shit on a cracker. All right.
But I'm doing better. I quit doing drugs, and I miss it, but my grandma caught me. And I was like, I must be super high, because she's dead. And it's good to see her, though, you know? She looked great, honestly. But it's funny, like, I don't really miss doing drugs, but sometimes I miss my drug dealer. You know, like in the movies, they're all, like, scary. My drug dealer in real life was so funny. And he cared about me, man. I swear to God. Like, it was weird. One time I called him on 4th of July. I said, hey, my friends are having a party, and they want to get an 8-ball of cocaine. And also, I was wondering, do you sell fireworks? And you know what he said to me? He said, Kate, I got you on the 8-ball, but I'm not going to sell you fireworks. Those are dangerous. So, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
I have a friend who lives just outside of Dallas, and she has an RV, like a motorhome. And she asked me if I would like to borrow her RV for a couple of weeks to explore this beautiful country. And I said, you bet your bloody boots I would, baby. Because I love a house on wheels. I love it. Go wherever you want. Stay wherever you want. Dinner under the stars. Breakfast on the beach. It is my ultimate lifestyle. For 3 days, tops. Then I'm checking into a hotel. Because despite what you may think, I am not a 75-year-old retired IT consultant counting down my loveless marriage one soul-destroying road trip at a time. Nor am I a 23-year-old rock climber on an Anthony Bourdain-style tour of the West Coast's sexually transmitted diseases. As soon as I went to pick up this RV and saw the dream catcher hanging from the rearview mirror, I knew I'd made a terrible mistake. It was a real pile of shit, this car. The seats covers smelt like ayahuasca. There was like a hole in the floor. I could see the road through the floor. The knob on the top of the stick shift was the head of a Barbie doll. I was like, oh, okay, at some point this van is going to become my fiery tomb. Can't wait for that. Can't wait to perish in a van. I got in, no gas. It had just enough gas to get to the nearest gas station. Literally pulled up the gas pump and it went... So I got out of the van and I went over to the gas pump, instantly confused. United States of America? Is it America? Instantly confused. United States of America. In Australia, where I hail from, we pump our gas and then we enter the gas station and we purchase the gas. We don't prepay for our gas. I'm not sure why there's a difference. I think maybe because we're riddled with colonial guilt, whereas you are a nation of fucking gas thieves. But you know what? With gas prices the way they are, who can blame you? Am I right? See, who said political comedy can't be fun? So I'm standing there trying to figure out how to use my card on this gas pump. My card wasn't working. There was no button for filler up. I didn't know how to work it. And as I was trying to figure it out, this man pulled up behind me in his truck, like a full truck. And I saw he pulled up behind me, and through his windshield, he was watching me just going... trying to get my card to work. And I heard him through his windshield go, oh, I knew it. I knew it. And I looked at, fucking did you, Nostradamus? And then I saw him clock the hand-painted mural of a lotus flower on the back of the RV right next to the Magic Happens bumper sticker, which was in stark contrast to his own bumper sticker that read, land of the free, but freedom ain't free, and you can't put a price on freedom. Woo! With a picture of an eagle laying a grenade like an egg. And I was like, Anyway, the pump wasn't working and he was like, staring at me. So I was like, fuck, I'm going to have to go in. So I went into the gas station. I locked the RV before I went in because if people are stealing gas, they're sure as hell going to be after my vegan snacks. I go into this gas station and working behind the register was this ashtray of a woman who... Yeah, let's pause to let that description sink in for a second. I said, my card is not working. Can I pay for it in here? And she said, actually, the terminal's down. It's rebooting. Can you pay with cash? I said, I don't have any cash. And she said, well, you'll just have to wait. And as soon as she said, you'll just have to wait, the man out there in the truck jumped on the horn. Meh, 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 which is another thing you people do very well in this country. There's no such thing as a beep beep. It's always like, and she said, oh, all right, look, just go and move your RV. And I said, I'll stop you there. It's got no gas in it. Which is the only reason I'm here right now. And she said, oh, okay, look, I'll unlock the pump, just leave your car keys. And a truck driver next to the coffee machine turned around and said, I wouldn't be giving her my car keys. She's been drunk since 1984. Where the fuck am I? So I left my car keys, I go back out there. By the time I get back out there, the guy is now standing next to his car and he's very impatient. And I know he's impatient because as I get to the gas pump, he says, hurry up, asshole! And I'd had enough at that point. I said, all right, I'm doing it. All right, I'm doing it. Just shut up, you fuck. Got the nozzle out of the gas pump. Motherfucker, tell me how to fucking pump gas, piece of shit. Turn around, just shut the fuck up. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. And then I realized that I locked the RV before I flipped the switch to open the gas tank. So now in front of this furious Texan, I had to gingerly return the nozzle to the pump without pumping gas, which is the gas station equivalent of erectile dysfunction. I ran back into the gas station yelling over my shoulder, I'm so sorry, this has never happened to me before. I go back up to the register, I say, can I please have my car keys? And she said, but you didn't pump any gas. I said, I know, because I forgot to unlock my gas tank. And she said, you should have just paid with cash. I don't have any cash! I grabbed the car keys, I went back out, now there's 3 men waiting to use my pump. All very angry, all open carrying. I was like, I'm gonna get buried in the desert. So I unlock the car, I flip the gas tank open, I start pumping the gas, and these guys start circling my car like jackals. Get a move on, hippie, we ain't got all day. Hey, nice dream catcher. I was like, oh my God, please, I don't want to die in the desert. I finished pumping the gas, I put the nozzle back in the gas pump, they're like, get out of here, you hippie. I was like, oh, sweet Jesus. I jumped in the van, I sped away, shaking. It took me about 45 minutes to calm down. Which is when I realized I left without paying for the gas! I did not go back.
I recently went to my very first professional baseball game. Thank you. Not all heroes wear capes. And it was weird. It was weird being around so many people after a long time. A lot of people not wearing masks kind of freaked me out a little. But then I figured, I got my microchips. I'm going to be okay. And then, sure enough, 2 days later, I tested positive for baseball fever, y'all. Da-da-da-da-da-da! Who's a whiny little nougat piss baby now? Every gym teacher I've ever had, plus some from schools I never even attended. I love baseball now. The crack of the bat. The smell of the grass. The hot of the dog. I love everything about this game. Baseball players, love them. Going out there, doing their thing. Going back inside, washing up, and then hop in their Maseratis and hit all the swankiest hot spots in town. Ha-cha-cha. I love baseballs. They look like Frankenstein's nards, and that's fun. Coaches, give it up for coaches. We all have bosses, but do they spit? Pretty cool. I love that long trough toilet you put your pee-pee in at the baseball place? Like, look at this long trough for pee-pee. Is this how horses pee-pee? Fun. Mascots, combining my two favorite things in this whole world, cartoon characters and secretly being drunk in public. I love the bases, first, second, and third. Whoever came up with baseball must have been a big fan of making out. I love how each team prays and offers a blood tithe to the subterranean demon lord Sabraxis for a win, even though the other guys are doing the exact same thing. Nachos? Yum, yum, yum. But my favorite thing about this little old game we call baseball has got to be the music. Sing along, if you know the words. Oh, take me out to the baseball. Take me out to the place. Seeing a ball game's my wildest dream. Bet all my money on the best team, and it's go the strong boys. Sabraxis feeds off their sins. For it's 1, 2, buckle my shoe. I'm a baseball boy. Every team has some players, the other team has some too. Sabraxis decides who wins and who dies. He's eons old and has 70 eyes, so please give me some of that popcorn and a beer that costs $15. All other sports can go eat a fart. Time for baseball time. If you go to the ball field, please don't step on the grass. The blood from your feet's what Sabraxis craves. He uses a network of tunnels and caves. I say, God, oh, where are you? And why won't you intervene? But our God's dead, and soon you'll be too at the old ball game. Blammo! Blammo! Let's play some ball.
Randy Feldface here. Thank you so much for watching Helium Comedy Studios. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh.